Solomon! Greetings YouTube, welcome to 0AD Newbie Rush. I'm Jim Kogan, and hell's bells, we have a midweek game for you. Not only that, I have remembered to switch the unit silhouettes on. I know that's becoming a bit of a joke, but yeah, there we go. 1v1, we're all good to go. You'll notice I'm doing this at 1.5 speed. I know I'm doing that because this is, I believe, a 40-minute plus game, which for a 1v1 is quite a while, and I am short of time. And it's lower to medium rated players, so I think there's going to probably be a fair bit of turtling in this, so I thought we could get away with it. If it's going too fast, we'll slow it down if it turns out to be a bit of an epic. But enough ramble, let's get into the game. We are on mainland small Aegean Anatolia, and I always mispronounce that. It's a rated game, 250 pop max, and we have in the north, in the blue, Kick, rated of rating of 1100, 100, sorry, let's do that again, 1196, playing as the Romans. There we go. I can't get my numbers out today, but never mind. Let's have a look at their opponent in the south, playing as the Ptolemies. It is Paul, short but sweet, rating of 1417. And let's have a look how this is shaping up. It is, oh, we've got an early raid. Look at that. Kick has sent 2 horses in. It's got no kills, attacked a house that was being built, and everybody's come streaming out from Paul. So Kick went for a bit of aggression. They aren't going to chase him, are they? They're not going to raid back. What have we got there? They are, you know. It's a slinger attack. He's made a load of slingers, and he's now going to send him up there to smash him up. So before we've even looked at development or anything, we got a whole load of women over here collecting the berries, and they're about to be set upon by 13 baker's dozen slingers there. Look at this. And 5 kills already, and now they're running away. Oh, they're going after the horses. There's a victim. He's going to die. There we go. I think this is much better on the slightly higher speed, and all of these guys are probably going to die as well. They need to get inside. They're not. So I know nothing about these players. It appears that Paul seems to know what he's doing. He went for a bit of a slinger rush, made slingers down that end. Hasn't made any female citizens yet. So and this looks awful. How this game ended up being 47 minutes, I don't know, because it looks like it's going to be a slaughter in the first 5 minutes in real time. Although Paul appears to have lost his 13 slingers, and remarkably, after 4 minutes 15 seconds and what looked like disastrous tactics from Kick, he's actually ended up with more kills. So that's remarkable. And now they're both a bit crippled. So yeah. Well, that was an interesting start, I'll give it that. Big pile of corpses over here by this... I don't know why they're going for that wood line over there when there's this one over here. Yeah, I mean, there's much better wood lines than that one. I'm not sure. Interesting. Let's do a breakdown of what everybody's doing. Obviously, there are still berries here, so the... Kick didn't decide to fully exploit the berries when all the women got slaughtered. He's now farming. Let's see what Paul is doing. Paul's looks a bit more... Oh, is he not... Yeah, he's still gathering wood from the nearby trees. Hasn't got an established wood line up, so this is going to run out fairly soon. Population-wise, Paul has pulled back in front, 27 plays 25. Still only the 4 women. What is he making? He's making all slingers. Okay, this is curious. I don't quite understand why, but I don't understand how Kick is falling that far behind. Is he making cav? He's only got 3. Maybe both these players will go for a massive boom in phase 2, but I think it could take us about 15 minutes to actually get there. At this rate, no additional fields being put down, no women being made, more horses being made there. I got a production queue here. Finally, Paul is making female citizens. Is he? Is he? Is he making them from houses? Where is he making them from? I'm not sure. Don't know. That's is that just the count, or what's he doing? I can't see his production queue now. He's got 7 women, so he sneaked them out somewhere. I don't know if it's out of... He hasn't got the right to make them... Oh, yes, he has. There we go. He's making them from the houses. I've never found that to be massively efficient. Certainly not in phase 1. We'll see. It seems to be working for him, as Kick has got himself pop capped at 30. What do we know, or what can we determine about these players from their performances so far? Obviously, ratings on paper. If this were 1417, one from maybe 50 plus games, I'd say this was a foregone conclusion, and Paul would win this hands down, because Kick doesn't look like the most experienced player from the way he's doing this. I mean, he doesn't look terrible. He did field off that attack, but I'm not sure this is 1417 one from 50 plus games. I think this might be the kind of high rating you get if you get a few good results early on in your 0 AD playing. The fact we've got people walking all this distance to gather wood and not all focusing on a wood line, this does not look like the typical activity of a 1400 player. So I think that's a slightly inflated rating based on some good results. Looks like 2 relatively evenly matched and relatively inexperienced players. Like I can talk with my rating, isn't it? But okay, we got some stationary horses here. What are they doing? They're not hunting. There's hunt everywhere here, and they're not hunting. They're not attacking either. They're having a run around. Formations. They're getting stuck in a gap, and they've moved to an even strategically less important position there. I'm not quite sure what Kick is doing with his cav. He's got barracks going down here. They're going to run out of trees inside 5 minutes, so I'm not sure what all that's about. We're obviously at 1.5 speed, 10 minutes down. Still Paul with the advantage, 58. It's open to 10 now. That little skirmish right at the beginning, you'd have to say Kick came off slightly better, possibly. But now on all of the metrics, it looks, apart from food, I think Paul might have a bit of a food crisis there. On all the other metrics, Paul is doing quite well. Let's have a look at the upgrades. Doing 4v4 games, we don't get to look at this very often because there's always something happening. We're seeing barracks going down. Let's see what they all have. So big concentration of slingers at the moment with how they are. I reckon with that many slingers, Paul could probably go up there and smash Kick up. But it looks like we're in an eco game at this point. This particular biome, the wood lines are quite small and quite sparse. But wood gathering not his priority at the moment. They're still doing these long walks to gather wood, which I don't truly understand. And they seem to be exploiting small wood lines. What have we got in terms of houses? Lots of houses. Really, 16 houses? I guess he's just building this big concentration here. That is a lot of houses. That is a huge population surplus that he's got. And he is opening up that lead. As Kick got temporarily pop capped against 86 plays 61. I don't want to speculate, but this is looking like Paul is going to be well ahead. I mean, if this scales up, by the time Paul gets to about 200, I could see Kick struggling for 150 with that current sort of rate of development. He's just leapt to 92 now. 40 female citizens, an infantry of 50, so double the infantry. So Paul is in, I would say, a commanding position at this point. And we're not seeing too much of a response from Kick. He's got farming, he's got a barracks. It's not producing. He's not producing from the CC, so he is dropping off the mark. And as we say that, Paul temporarily pop capped himself at 102. Nobody's phased up. Nobody's come near to phasing it. Can they phase up? Kick is lacking wood. he's now raiding that one big wood line. Hasn't touched this one. I think he should have diverse. They're going to run out there and have to move all their operations wholesale. It's good to have multiple wood lines, one queued up. There is Scout. It's hunting. It's nicking his food. If Kick's not going to do anything, where is his cavalry? I could see 2 there. Where's the rest of them? Are they hiding somewhere? There, they're all sat in the barracks. I don't understand that at all. They've both gone for the town phase. So Paul has reached it. He reached it on 14 minutes 18, and Kick has just started it, but he has got a population deficit and an army deficit. In fact, a deficit of most things. Not looking good for him. I'm still saying this is Paul's game. He's gone for an early expansion. The military colony, almost the second he went into phase 2. What have we got over here? So here is that move to another wood line, so wood production, which they're a bit short of, temporarily halted, but they've gone straight in there and they have got it. So the town phase now then. We are starting to see a bit of expansion, a bit of idleness there, not good. The horses are out, they've spotted that scout. They're about to see this being built. They could probably deny that, but now it's too late. That goes down. That is a strategic stranglehold that he's going to have over Kick. And still the idle... 4 idle women there. They're not building houses. He could do with houses. He's about to get pop capped. Are they off to build houses now? What are they doing? No, they're building a field. He's going to get pop capped again. And the gap now exactly 43. There we go. Pop capped. You have to build a house. So I think we can see how this is likely to go. This looks like it's going to be... I mean, it should be like a crushing jackboot type victory from this position. But, like I said, I know how long the game is. Presumably it doesn't go down that way. Who knows? Let's have a look for the phase 2 buildings. We've got a temple going down there. It's very close to the back of the battlefield. There's the market. There's the blacksmith. Any upgrades being taken? None whatsoever. It's Kick who's got most of the eco upgrades, but not that many of them, it has to be said. And Kick has got problems here. There is a fully garrisoned tower now shooting at him. And taking 1 or 2 losses, losing... Oh, they're going to die. And they're having to... Well, this has crippled his wood production. He's got a full wood line here he could be exploiting. He is insisting on building... He's building a tower. Yeah, okay. That's the question. What is Paul going to do next? He's got another one over here. So this is going to claim the right side of the map, and he's done so, although it's a small sphere of influence, but he can spread forth from there. So that is a lot of territory that he is controlling. That looks like another tower. I think they're going to try and deny that, are they? No, they're not. They had a little run in there. More barracks being built, but I'm not seeing the kinds of production. No unit production at all from Kick at the moment. He is raiding the market like crazy. Paul's gone to phase 3. We just missed that announcement because it got buried under the bartering. I reckon that was round about 18.5 minutes. So we should be seeing siege pretty soon and all the military upgrades. We got 1 for Paul. I don't understand why he's not focusing. He's got such a huge population lead. Kick is pop capped again. Let's have a look through the other buildings. Kick has built all those barracks, but is not producing at all, which is quite strange. He's making healers, but we're now seeing all of the we're seeing siege workshop. Just the 1 from the looks of it. That's gone up pretty fast. Nothing coming out of that just yet. Not seeing parallel production going on. We are seeing a bit of stuff going on there from Paul. What's that? That is the Hellenistic Metropolis. Okay. So I think Paul is trying to get himself into an unassailable position. He's in phase 3 well before Kick. Ram's coming out now. And they're being strengthened. One ram, well defended, could absolutely wipe Kick out. I was more or less spot on there, wasn't it? I said round about 200, he'd have 150, and that was pretty close. No military upgrades, a couple of military upgrades, all the defensive ones for Paul. Something tells me if he just pushed now, this would be a victorious situation. There is a whole load of undefended women over there. Over this side, it's all mostly infantry, but skirmishers and a few spearmen and swordsmen, but nothing that could really stop a concerted attack at this point. We're seeing all the improvements, the upgrades for the siege technology. We're not seeing any more actual siege engines, which I think is a shame. Are we seeing any champions or any heroes? No heroes, no champions. Unit production is pretty slow. We're seeing some houses being built. But, I mean, Paul is right close to pot max. I think those last 10 should have been... I think the previous 10 should have been some champions and a hero, and then the rest should have been siege engines. He's got another one queued up, but he's going to run out of population capacity before we get anywhere near that. He's not going for a wonder, is he? That would be total overkill, I think. A wonder definitely isn't needed. Finally, Kick is going into phase 3. It's taken him 22 minutes 15, even though we're at the speeded up time. Interesting. When is the big ass battle going to happen? Let's have a look at those military upgrades again. So gradually, yeah, we're seeing a slight archery improvement, but across the board, despite the fact he's got all those slingers, we're not seeing any of the ranged infantry upgrades from Paul. It's all the shields and one of the swords. Very, very strange. The question is, what are they waiting for? And where are these guys going? Are they trying to... Is this an attack? It's a small attack. So there are 12 pikemen versus 9. Oh, they're going straight. They're going to get killed here. What are they doing? They are walking to their inevitable death. I don't understand that at all. I don't know if that's a distraction for some bigger confrontation. They walked all the way there, half of them died, and the survivors have to walk all the way back. So that was a bit of a disaster. These guys are sacrificing themselves on the tower. Tower has been fully upgraded. That is instant death over there. And that is a fortress going up over there. Any siege workshop? There is a siege workshop. 3 rams coming out. So Kick could steal a march here. Paul is doing the usual scattered walking to and fro type thing, which I don't understand. I really don't understand that. Why not? That is a long way to go to gather that small amount of metal, so I don't understand this at all. Lots of back and forth. But shortly, 3 rams coming out of there. They're going to knock over this siege workshop. They're definitely going to kill this ram. And they are being supported a little bit by infantry. That is going to be an ex-siege workshop, surely. Has he managed to let that one... Oh, dear. How on earth have they let that kill the other ram? Well, he's got the siege workshop. The tower is going down. Now we've got some battle. This is good. 40 kills, plays 31. Paul getting his... Paul having a bit of a pasting here, it has to be said. They've captured that tower. So that is not bad going, to be honest. They're going to get the other one. They may as well knock that over. There's a big group there, and for the first time, militarily, Paul in a bit of trouble, actually behind in population. So it's fair to say, Kick appears to have come good, despite the fact he's got next to no military upgrades, just sheer numbers. Now it's going to be bad because he's run straight into a group of slingers. They're going to get cut down, but he's got a hero as well, although this hero is now dead. 3 more rams come in. That is surely going to take down that CC. Has he got another siege workshop anywhere? He's built a wonder, but he hasn't really got enough, I don't think, to improve his population any higher. How's the big battle going? Yep, they've taken care of that. They've taken care of that CC. They've taken down the other tower. And this is not going well for Paul at this stage. He should not be in this position. He should have been marauding through the middle of Kick's base and absolutely slaughtering him. And it's not gone that way. Interesting. And the rams are still going there. Nothing near the rams. No sword cav, no swordsman.
Yeah, see?
There's a handful of spearmen there, or pikemen. And there are more infantry supporting it. Although there are a few women in there. You don't really want that. But there are champions as well. So the makeup of Kick's army now suddenly looks hard as nails, to be honest. We got 2 stables there, and we've got camel archers. Camel archers are not going to stop rams. That's the wrong choice of cavalry. Why is he doing that then? I don't know. So that one's going down. The losses continue. 165 kills, plays 128. Paul is in the crap here, although 4 rams of his own have just popped out. And they appear to be quite good at taking down... Oh, how many has he got there? He's now got 5 of them rampaging towards Kick's base. This could turn it around, because I don't know if... Kick's got plenty that can take down rams. They're damaging them as they go. This one's gone largely unnoticed, and I think it's trying to go for the fortress. Meanwhile, over here, this is another CC that's about to go down. And it's his main one, so are they going to be able to stop this? I'm not convinced. Everybody comes streaming back. More of them going that way. The rams at this end, they appear to have all been stopped. Apart from that one. And that fortress is half destroyed. And there's a bit of an attack on, going for a capture, and they're going to get a tower in Kick's territory. This CC is in major trouble. He's shooting at them with arrows. This is the classic newbie mistake. These are absolutely... Oh, look, this is like shooting at a tank with a pea shooter. You don't do that. And Paul's territory is being eroded fast. Down to a population of 110. From what I thought was a cast iron winning position. This is now looking like a humiliating defeat. We are 31 minutes in. And frankly, you've got to call that a ginormous miscalculation, a Putin-like miscalculation from Paul there. Yeah. He's still got a lot of territory though. Although, yeah, what are they going to do? Are they going to try and capture this? He hasn't got a hero in there. You're going to need more than that to capture a CC. There's nothing garrisoned in it. Where are they going? What are they doing? They're better off supporting the siege, surely. It's all looking a bit desperate for Paul at the moment. Kick is bartering some more. Paul is now making Royal Guard Cavalry champions. Champion Cav, where are they? They're going to probably pop out here. Trying to hassle Kick a bit. Those guys are still going. Are they already out? Yeah, so there's 10 of them in there, and they are making mincemeat of the women back there. So I think he's possibly turning this around by throwing something at Kick that he wasn't expecting, wasn't prepared for. His infantry is looking a bit low. It's spread all over the place. They're over here still trashing these buildings. Yeah, they need to get back to the base because all of the infrastructure is being absolutely slaughtered, and there are 15 more on the way. So, yeah, Paul has found something to turn this around again.
Yeah,
they're still there. They're hiding out of the way. I think he's waiting for the other 15 to come out.
Yeah, see?
And that attack, I do not understand that. That is just a slaughter. So it's still not looking good numbers wise for Paul. He's down to this 1 CC over here, and he's got next to nothing over here. The horses have come back now. They're going to make mincemeat of the rams. So Paul has got the unit that can destroy rams. He's got 1 siege workshop. But he needs to get these horses out really fast and start taking down all these rams. Interesting. Is he making anything? He's lost all this loyalty on all this stuff. He's lost another CC. Remarkable. So Paul finds himself without a CC. This now, despite having the unit that could stop the rams, it's too late, surely. There is a CC going down there, a military colony. Kick has proven that he's not been able to do anything with the horses. The horses have been the bane of his life. Is he still making rams? He needs to be making infantry now. If he could absolutely ram home the population advantage, he's not making infantry at all. He's making 3 slingers, 3 skirmishers. That is not going to be enough to repel this, and they're going to start capturing stuff, and he's going to make siege from inside his own territory. So what way has this swung then? From what looked like an absolutely cast iron nailed on victory for Paul, it all then horrendously turned to crap as he was almost wiped out, and now Kick himself is well, I mean, he's just dying in droves. He's got all his women here, nothing defending them, and these horses are just absolutely splattering them. So I think we're back on for a Paul victory, because I don't see what Kick has got to stop the horses. CC's gone down here. We got a siege workshop. No. We're now seeing masses of infantry again being made by making the slingers again by Paul. He's back in front on population. We are 36 minutes in. With those horses keeping Kick under the cosh, because he's not produced anything to counter them. He's not produced champions of his own. He's got the opportunity to produce heavy infantry, but he's not producing them at all. They're spending time trying to recapture this tower, which they're not going to get. They're just going to get shot up by it. So Kick. Did he get lucky? Did he get fortunate? Did Paul just take his eye off the ball? He produced a lot of rams, and it almost worked, but he did not ram home his advantage. Both players have had a winning opportunity. They have not taken it, and this is another CC going up very slowly over here. And Paul's population now down to 70. He's not going to recover from that, I don't think. Not making 3. Well, he's now making about 11. No, he's making 3 at a time at the moment. But I'm reasonably confident this time around that Paul must have this, surely. Interesting. Who's got the stronger troops? All the upgrades. Not quite fully upgraded. Oh, mostly. Yeah, he's got the improved shield alloys. The troops are stronger for Paul, and he's got a whole load of champions. If they build a siege workshop now, or recapture this one, that's the end, surely. Kick has expanded this way. Oh, he's got a lot of open space, but not much in it. He's going to lose some of these infrastructure buildings. And I think Kick has finally capitulated. He did have 1 strike at it. He got himself into a winning position, potentially. Through what I think was more of a miscalculation for Paul. And all of these guys are going to die. That's going to drop him by another 10 or so. Looks like Kick's sole strategy was to make as many rams as he possibly could and try and flatten. I was seeing elephants. Elephants are going to swing this. And we're seeing another military colony over here. So I think that's what Paul was planning to do in the first, is just totally encircle Kick, and I think he is managing that now. He's got no wood production. He's got no... I haven't said that. Paul's completely out of stone. I guess that's why he's gone for elephants. And have we got elephants being produced? No. Oh dear. Yeah, what's in the production queue? 5 rams being produced somewhere. Where's that? Where are they? Yeah, here we go. He's got that siege workshop back. It's in his territory now. He's got this one as well. 5 rams coming out. I imagine we'll see elephants at some point. Otherwise, it's just a novelty building. I don't quite understand that. He's got the lead back up to 100. And Kick, I think, is absolutely knackered here. What's he doing? Why is he sending them forward? They're going to die. A group of 4 troops. You're going to hit a CC. Surely this is suicide. Why are you doing that? So don't quite understand that. That's I'll give him a nice round number there. That'll be 70. But they're all absolutely going to get slaughtered the moment they come into sight. Yeah, it's questionable. Here come the rams. This is the end. If he supports these rams with these horses here, then that is the absolute end. We're coming up for the 40 odd minutes. The end is not far, and I am now absolutely certain this is a Paul victory. So I'm gonna have to do more games on this 1.5 times speed. It's they're short and it's exciting, and you see a lot of mistakes, and you see them happening fast, but it's quite exciting. Why has he lost a load? He should be absolutely splattering anything going. These rams should not be taking all this punishment. So that's poor show. He's lost 3 of them. He's still got 2 here, and they're now stationary. And Kick has resigned. 43 minutes and 31 seconds. It was inevitable. There were probably more rams on the way shortly afterwards, and if there weren't those, there was going to be elephants. So yeah, comprehensive in the end. What can you say about that? Let's have a look. From the scores, 20,412 beats 14,167. And for the first, what would you say? Maybe for the first 60% of that game, it was Paul's game, hands down. Absolutely. He got to phase 3 faster. He got siege workshop up fast. He had siege engines ready. He had infantry. Kick got to phase 3, made 5 rams, and Paul was not prepared for that at all, and nearly lost his entire infrastructure, and was massively in deficit. And suddenly Kick had the winning position against all of the odds. He did not capitalize on that. He did not boost his population up enough. He did not expand. He did not go after the dangerous strategic military targets that Paul had left, and he didn't have much left. He went after all of the crap down at the bottom of the map, did not go after all his CCs fast enough to try and stop him being able to produce and rebuild. And credit to Paul, he did rebuild. He was allowed to rebuild though, but he did rebuild pretty quick, and Kick got splattered at the end completely and utterly, had no response to that champion cav that Paul made. Let's have a look at how that went down population wise, because we'll be able to see where it all went wrong. That's where it went horribly wrong for Paul. Look at that. Look how devastating that whole period of the game was. That went absolutely awfully, and then almost as quick as it went wrong, it all went wrong for Kick there. He just did not. Let's have a look at the production again a minute. Hang on. Yeah, I mean, his production didn't falter really. He was pretty steady all the way through. He got outproduced comprehensively by Paul there, but yeah, that flat line there is where it went wrong for Paul. He reached that plateau, that max. That was the opportunity for Kick to really kick on and get ahead, and he never did. Let's just go back to that population again. Oh, come on. Yeah, interesting. That's where he platted out, and that's where it all went wrong. Let's have a look at the old kill-death ratios. 1.26 for Paul, clearly ahead. How did it fluctuate? That must have fluctuated quite a bit, I imagine. Yeah, during that lethal attack, started off high for Paul, and then it went horribly wrong. And in this period of time, Kick could not capitalize. Who did the most killing? It was Paul, 421. Also outproduced him in terms of those scores: higher economy score, higher military, and better exploration. So I personally think Paul should have had that wrapped up in 25 minutes. He had such an advantage. Maybe he did not need to build all those orbiting military colonies. I think if he'd have just focused on a strong front line, made a lot of rams, made some decent supporting cav, and got all his army near the front, put all the pressure on Kick, one big push, and I think he'd have gone over 25 to 30 minutes without a doubt. He let him back in. I think he went for too much territory and spread himself too thin and almost paid the price, but came good in the end. Massive thanks to Paul for submitting that game. I believe I don't know if he's been playing that long, but he's been watching the show for a little while. And Paul, this is your name up in lights. There you go. Thank you very much for submitting that. I hope you enjoyed my interpretation of it. It was quite a long game, so that is why I put it on 1.5 times speed, because I had a feeling it might be one of those types of games. But I thoroughly enjoyed it. It had some back and forth, and I hope you've enjoyed this. I haven't done a midweek game for a little while. I may have another one next week. I've promised the submitter that I will do it, but it all depends on time. But again, I did apologise at the weekend for missing the Sunday game the week before. It's been crazy busy, so I'm doing these whenever I get the chance. But we have a midweek game. It was entertaining. It was newer, lower ranked players, but I mean, this is Newbie Rush. This is what we do. We aren't exclusive to the top players. We do like looking at the people just starting out and seeing where they're getting it right and where they're getting it wrong. In this game, Paul came good in the end. Good victory. Congratulations to both players for putting on a bit of a show there. It was exciting. And I will see you in the next episode. Thank you very much for watching, and bye for now. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video and want to support the channel, please do drop a like on the video, subscribe, and click the bell icon to be notified whenever I upload new content. Remember, you can now download the replay files for the 0AD matches that I cover if you want to view them yourself within the game via the 0AD Newbie Rush replay archive. Links to that and a whole bunch of other great 0AD related stuff are available in the video description, including how to submit your own game replays for inclusion in a future episode. Bye for now, and I'll see you in the next video.